have 3 verses in the Holy Quran which speak about why God created us. One of them, الَّذِي خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةَ لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ. God created life and death to test you. So one verse is telling us we've been created in this life to be tested. That's one verse. Another verse says, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I have not created the jinn and the humans except to worship the Almighty God. A third verse explains it all. إِلَّا رَحْمَةً مِّن رَبِّكَ وَلِذَلِكَ خَلَقَهُمْ. The reason why God created people and humanity is to have mercy on them. إِلَّا رَحْمَةً مِّن رَبِّكَ وَلِذَلِكَ خَلَقَهُمْ. So we have 3. One says to be tested, one says to worship, one says to be subjected to God's mercy. How do we reconcile? The main goal why God created us when He did not need to create us. There was a time where there was God and nothing else. No creation. God does not need us. God does not need our worship. God created us to have mercy on us. But how do you achieve that mercy? Through what? Through worship. If you want to taste the mercy of God, you have to be eligible for the mercy of God. God has mercy on everyone, but there's levels. There's degrees of mercy. If you want the special degrees of mercy, you can find it through worship. And that's how we're tested in this life. God brought us in this life to see if we worship Him or not. But the primary reason was what? To have mercy on us. How is it that we find that full mercy? Through ibadah, through worship. Let me give you an example. Some people will tell you, couldn't God just take us directly to paradise? Could He or could He not? Why bring us here in the first place? Why? Why all this chaos and all this hassle of coming into this life? Just take us directly to paradise and get it over with. Imagine you have a surgeon. And I see this poor young man in the streets who's homeless, who doesn't have anything. And I want to be very merciful. I come and I tell him, look, I found you a job that will give you good income. You tell this young man who's homeless, who's not educated, who doesn't know anything, I found you a job. I want you to be the leading or the director of all surgeons at this hospital. Yalla, come and we'll give you a very, very good salary. Is this a wise thing to do or no? Why? Rahmah, I want to give him a good position and good money. Why is this not wise? He's not qualified. Ahsant. He has to achieve it. Because if you put him there in that hospital, he's going to kill everyone there. Why? Because he is not a surgeon. He doesn't know how to operate a surgery. He's not qualified. Paradise is this special, pure place where you need to be qualified to go there. Because all of us in our hearts and our soul, we have some impurity. And it would not be fair for God to take you to paradise because then you'll contaminate paradise. How do you purify the self? Through worship. Through this test. In this world, God has given you the opportunity to make yourself qualified. Now, not everything's pre-programmed, no. Some things are programmed, yes. Did you choose your parents? Who chose his parents here? That was something decided by God, not you. Where you were born, did you choose that? No. Your physical features, the color of your eyes, did you choose that? No. Some things are pre-programmed by God. But aside from that, you have the free will. You decide. Allah makes it very clear in the Quran, we gave the human beings 2 paths. You could either go left, the wrong path, or go right to the right path. That's your willpower. God gave you, first of all, the intellect to decide what's right from what's wrong, the power of reason. And secondly, He sent you prophets and divine books to help you with that. So the reason why God created us is to have mercy on us. But how can we realize or actualize that complete level of mercy? To be qualified to go to heaven. Because the ultimate mercy is in heaven, in paradise. You have to be qualified for that mercy. And the way to be qualified for that mercy is through ibadah. And when we say ibadah, we're not saying just fasting and praying. In the beginning, we described what worship really is. One aspect of worship is praying and fasting and going to the Hajj.